I think it's easiest for people to understand autism by understanding sensory experiences of autistic people. So I've tried to use painting to show that. I match up an experience of the world that autism delivers to me. I match that up with the colors and the paints and put that onto canvas or onto paper. My process is there's something inside me that is visual, and I want people to understand some of the aspects of my autism. One of those aspects is something I call fractured vision, and that is when I'm in sensory overload where things divide up and it looks like a picture's fractured into a lot of different pieces. One day when I was having that fractured vision phenomena, I copied what was happening by using that painting and cutting it into the pieces that was happening in real time for me. Another aspect of autism I use painting to illustrate is the too much information my sensory system takes in regards to eye contact. And so you can kind of see information falling out of the eyes onto the little girl like a bombardment. Sometimes eye contact is painful. Sometimes it's very distracting, and I cannot focus on what a person's saying if I also look at them at the same time. My perceptions of things are not always the same. One example is I can look out my window when I'm in sensory overload and I can see leaves on the bush out there. And what happens is each time I look, I'll get a different view. So one time I look at the leaf, it might be bright, vibrant colors that my sensory system gloms onto and picks out. And then the next time I look out there, that brightness might be muted and something else is real apparent. And so I tried to represent a magnified and intense experience. Because I have sensory overload, I can also see a degree of beauty in things around me that I don't think neurotypical people often see. One example of that is I can see mist rising up from the surface of the earth, and I can see that interacting with light. If you've ever been on a lake early in the morning, you can see the mist rise off the water. Well, I can see that interaction of light and water particles anywhere. One of the things that's important to remember is that not everybody with autism will perceive things exactly the way I do.